Dukes of Weebdom. Episode 37. Fucking Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
We're talking about it, and we're talking about it like now. Fucking. So I started this chapter, right? And like as I was reading, I was like, okay, yeah, she beat this devil. It's gonna get back up. I know it's got it. There's gonna be the fight, right? And
so what? It's the one we're not fighting devils. Damn it! I'm gonna correct your kaiju.
Did I say devils?
Yeah, I'm so refreshed that it's not devils.
Yeah, right. So, Kaiju number 14 gets shot down by Mina, and they're going through. It's there. And I'm like, there's no way this fight ends in one shot, right? There's just no way. And then they're cheering it. I was like, is this thing going to get up? What's going on? And then, showcasing the flashback things with Kafka and Mina. And then they're just like, no. Kaiju number 14 is just done. I was like, oh, what the fuck? So disappointed.
Mina gets one chapter. Hoshino gets like 8.
Yeah. Fucking,
Narumi,
yeah. He also only got like a chapter and a half, too.
That's true.
So I was like, God damn it, people. You're just gonna do Mina dirty like this? And then, over the intercoms, in comes fucking Kaiju number 9.
I love that shot of him, too. It almost, like, it looks like a camera lens.
Yeah. And he's just like...
So hot.
Not what I was gonna say.
Only in this shot where he's like crouched over because I don't have to see his goddamn mushroom head.
No, if you were gonna say one, the last shot when he comes out.
Yeah.
He's got like a second Kaiju number 14 that acts as a portal.
And teleported him on over to Mina.
Well, because I didn't know what he was talking about at first. He's like, I'm just gonna take that power because he's like,
I didn't
this
either.
happened and that happened, and it shows. If I had paid more attention, I would have noticed that the 2 Kaiju it shows down there are the 2 that she took out. So I don't know what power he wants. Long-ranged ballistic missile. But he's gunning for her, and he's just there. Like, oh my god, I was like, I've won this. It's just so good. It was just like, I was waiting for something.
Finally.
From him, and he fucking delivered, man. Holy shit. Look at her face.
He has that charisma this time. You know what I mean?
Right? He's just like...
that swag. It's all thanks to that initial shot where it's right up in his face. It's just like, yeah, I love that shot.
You performed well within my expectations. I've won this fight. It's like, have you though? Because it's not over yet. I mean, I feel like if Kafka transforms right now, he could probably get to Mina pretty fucking fast.
Yes. But you know what else is, I find interesting too? The 2 Kaiju cubes are the drama masks. One's crying and frowning, and the other one's like all smiling.
Yep. And one's white, one's black, so like a yin and yang type.
So it was like a little foreshadow. There'd be another.
Yeah, I liked it.
I loved it.
So good. Finally, some juice instead of just like some steaks.
Yes.
Instead of just
some danger.
Another one. Yeah, right. Some tension. I can feel it in the air. I can taste it.
No more sparring. Also, because I seeked it out, I found the evidence that this is in fact Kobeni's brother, completely unrelated.
Who?
The guy that was in the nervous guy in the Chainsaw Man church.
Oh.
He introduces himself, Nobana Higashiyama, and Kobeni has said her last name before. It is Higashiyama. So they are confirmed brother-sister.
They're twins because they look very similar.
They do look very similar.
They also act exactly the same.
Though I also liked finding this page where he's like, where Kobeni talks about how her parents only cared about her younger brother. Well, he did turn out too great because of it. I can tell you that.
Got radicalized into a cult.
Yeah. So good. Good week for manga.
It was. Dude, we were so amped last week when recording for Chainsaw Man 2.
Ooh, don't remind me.
Just for us to get blue-balled.
15 hours.
Yeah, at least we know we'll get one tomorrow.
I look forward to my 13 pages.
Oh, please don't do that to me. Please. I'm begging you.
I showed you some pictures from Trojan X, but this is just like one softer picture I just had to show you. I'm just like, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right? Just to...
I do love how I sent you a screenshot of your own post hyping up fucking Trojan X.
Oh, yeah. I saw someone on Twitter saying that. Yeah, me.
It's because I was on like, the Dukes of Weedom Twitter. Too,
yeah.
And that's why. And, like, you know, I mean, we follow a few things, but, like, you're one of them. So I was just kind of scrolling through, and I was like, oh, look, it's badass Trojan X fucking... Because I don't read names of who posts things. I read the post, and it was you.
It's a good fucking fight.
But, yes, finally, Kaiju.
Stepping up,
bringing stakes back into the story.
Some excitement back into the story.
I mean, not that the fights weren't good, but like we've talked about, there's been no.
I've never been worried.
There was
past
no,
like 10 chapters, 20 chapters,
20, 25. Well, since this arc,
since they lost the leader, dude.
Yes, because once I thought at first when they were like, "Oh shit, here comes like." Five numbered kaijus. Like
all going for critical infrastructure.
And they've never dealt with more than one at a time before. So it's like, oh shit, people are going to get fucked up.
This is it.
Nope. Everyone won their fights.
Literally.
All of them. I thought, like, you couldn't at least lose a fight here and there. Had some other people come in to help you to overcome it.
We still haven't seen Reno, too.
Yeah, who knows where he is. But
I wonder if the author remembers where he is. If you gave him ice powers, he's like, shit, no one liked that. I'm not even liking that. Goodbye, Genos Jr.
Toshiro Senior. Definitely got to be taller than Toshiro Hitsugaya.
Yeah, not a high bar to clear.
No, really not. Toshiro is trash.
Stop.
I don't like him.
Stop. He's the best.
He's not. He loses.
If he's trash, then I'm sad because that means everyone below him gets dragged down with. He's a jobber. I'll admit it. He's a jobber like Renji.
He is Renji.
But he gets even more screen time than Renji, I feel like.
But he is a ice-powered Renji.
Jobbers.
That's all it is.
Renji, Piccolo, Vegeta. Because I don't give a fuck. Vegeta's a jobber.
Yeah.
Every single time he goes out there, it's to get smacked down so Goku could do better. The one time he had the W in sight, they reversed time to take it from him.
Yeah, I'm literally just that whole time I was just thinking, I was like, Vegeta hasn't claimed a single W in the entire series.
Nope, he is literally a jobber.
Yeah.
I think every single time I think of Vegeta, I think of the original Broly movie where he gets that one clothesline into a rock and that was it. Vegeta's done.
The only hit he takes.
Everyone else keeps getting up and like inching their way to victory. Vegeta was out like a baby
because he loses to Goku in the Saiyan Saga. Then.
He beats some people in Namek.
No,
he beats.
I was just gonna say he beat Zarbon.
Yeah.
No, the second time because he gets face rolled the first time he fights Zarbon,
and then he gets an ego boost. And
Zenkai boost over here. Then he loses to Raccoon.
Brutal.
Big brutal. Then he gets killed by Frieza, brought back to life, sent to Earth. Hyped up as a Super Saiyan.
Loses to the androids first,
Android 18.
And then Cell, because he lets Cell power up. Yeah,
beats Cell second form.
Again, ego boosts his way to Cell and still not satisfied.
Could have, even Cell said it himself. There was a 0% chance of him beating Vegeta in
which is why he
form.
Sneaked his way to powering up.
He didn't even. Vegeta's just like, yo, she's over there. Go power up. Let me fight you in your perfect form.
Fucking hate Vegeta.
Then he fights Goku, and to the point with it as Majin Vegeta.
Yeah, to the point where he dies.
Well, because he stopped. There's no clear winner.
Yeah, but then he blew himself up against Majin Buu.
Blew himself up against Majin Buu. did not win because
No,
just put himself
he literally
together.
just walked up to lose.
Then he is Kid Boo's punching bag for the entire time Goku's charging up the ship.
I'm really good at this now, Kagura. I got this. I don't know too much about Super, but I feel like it wasn't. I know about the Frieza movie where they literally reversed time to take Vegeta's W card.
Because he definitely beat Frieza, but was about to kill him, but then Frieza blows up the planet.
It's so sad. It's thematically perfect to let Vegeta get the W there. Against the man that enslaved his race and him.
Yes.
But nope.
And then... Well, I mean, he gets some... In Super is his best moments because he beats the dude from...
at least his wins.
Jiren's world as the Topo or whatever his name is, the big guy.
Yeah, is he the one that also Hakai's?
Yeah, so Vegeta just straight out beat him, and he beat some other people. And
I don't remember his contribution to the new Broly movie.
He was the first one to fight Broly for a little bit. And then they switch off to Goku. So Broly just beats both of them, and then they just kind of instant transmission away, fuse.
I just remember that super light show towards the end where it's like them blasting through dimensions at that point.
Gogeta!
Yeah.
Broly!
I remember being in that whole like freaking movie theater just like, whoa. Like tripping out.
Yeah, it was dope. I think I mentioned it a few podcasts ago, but I watched it like 2 weeks ago again. I just saw it was on Crunchyroll, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I don't know what else to do right now. Watch the newest Broly movie.
I'm trying to think of other jobbers, but really it's just like Kuwabara. And that's about it.
Fucking Kuwabara.
I feel like Kuwabara went to the Dark Tournament just to be the one guy that loses.
Yeah, because I mean...
Because the kid just sweep every time. Kurama did lose like a match here and there, maybe.
I mean, it's been so... I need to rewatch fucking the Dark Tournament specifically. So just the Dark Tournament. I don't know if I would watch all... Because Yu Yu Hakusho's, what, 80 episodes, probably, give or take?
Yeah.
Maybe a little less, 60
I don't know,
80?
the Dark Tournament's really long.
Yeah, so maybe it is somewhere around 80.
I think it is around 80, because that's two arcs after, too.
Spitfire thing. But, like, the very last arc, I didn't really care for.
I also do not like the last arc. Just straight up.
Oh, Yusuke is a descendant of this demon guy. It's like...
It could have been good, because the part that could have been good is the way they split up the team again into different camps. I was like, ooh, that's cool. And they're just like, oh, we're back to the Dark Tournament. Oh, that's not cool.
No.
And then they also knock Yusuke out. And he misses the end of the tournament because Togashi just wanted to end Yu Yu Hakusho. So it already didn't like the base premise, and you carried it out bad.
Right.
Which sucks, because the arc right before it was still really good. The Chapter Black arc.
Yeah, the other... Detective guy, yeah.
So good. I forget his name.
I forget his name, too. I loved his character design. Dude's a fucking badass.
Yeah, he was.
I really like that one. But the whole demon content, the demon...
I literally wish they just snipped that right off and just pretend it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Kuwabara also gets sidelined hard in that because he cuts the barrier for them to all go there, and he's just like, all right.
I thought that was he cut the barrier for things with the
he
other
did,
guy.
But I'm also pretty sure he's how they get to Demon World.
I mean,
Hiei, Kurama, and Yusuke all go to the Demon World,
right?
And Kuwabara does not.
Well, good because again, Kuwabara.
Nothing good came from there.
Kuwabara is just a hype man for Yusuke.
I was just thinking about when fucking Hiei used to be a hype man for Kurama to the point where I was like, are you guys gay? Because like there's the Flute Castle arc where the guy that was summoning the beasts in the real world and they all have to go fight him. Sora, I think his name was. I don't remember the names of any of his underlings.
Dude, it's been so long since I've seen Yu Yu Hakusho.
There's
legit probably 15 years.
The first arc, so it's like where they do like villain of the week sort of style. I loved those villains.
Well, I mean,
Rando.
Yeah, and you know what? Because I can't say that it reminds me of Bleach because Bleach reminds me of it because I totally watched Yu Yu Hakusho before I watched Bleach. But it's the same thing. Early Bleach had that monster of the week thing in its first sections. Yu Yu Hakusho had the same thing.
I love early Bleach, man.
So good. And then there's some other ones that have like the same kind of thing. Like that's why on a much larger
Dandadan.
Yeah,
but
Dandadan
even better.
On a much larger scale, because a lot of people say like pre-time skip One Piece. It's about the island of the day.
Yeah.
But obviously much longer arcs, not episodic, but because it's more adventurous. And since the new post-time skip, it's all like a linear connected story.
I just think of when fucking Kurama's fighting and he is just like, Kurama's struggling. If Kurama's struggling, then this man must be incredible. Like, he's just like, literally just like speedwagon glazing the shit out of Kurama that whole
Isn't
fight.
Kurama also like a giant fox?
Yeah.
Does he have like a fox form?
Yeah.
Right.
He ran away from the demon realm and like was birthed by a human, so it kind of like erased his memories of that for a while.
Oh yeah, because he was like super big on his
saving his mom.
Saving his mom, yeah.
Best boy Kurama. Yu Hakusho's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently, speaking of Togashi, apparently Hunter x Hunter's gonna put out chapters again.
Yeah, but how many? Because
it's probably gonna be another like 12 drop.
Either that or like 5, 6, 7, 8, and then
I just wonder if they're gonna have anything to do with the last 3 chapters. I feel like the last time we did this, it was a hard pivot in the story.
Well, I mean, Togashi's how old is he now, man?
I know, it's gotta be fucking nutty.
Because he did Yu Yu Hakusho and he did Hunter x Hunter, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Hunter x Hunter had a 90s adaptation too.
Yeah.
57.
Honestly, was expecting older.
Me too.
To be real.
Still, man should retire. Pass Hunter x Hunter off or just end it.
Because there's not many people that can write 2 good series.
No.
And
2 series that big.
Yes. The only other one I can think of right off the top of my head is Kaguya-sama and Oshinoko. They're the same author.
I feel like I had seen an authors for this. Yeah, Takahiko Inoue. Blasted that one out. Vagabond and Slam Dunk.
Oh, sick. I didn't know that. I feel like there was another one.
He has a third manga that's also...
I thought tripping over my words. I thought I heard another one, or like either today or yesterday too. I was watching some YouTube. I was like, that guy wrote that too?
And the other one I'd give it to is the 20th Century Boys author. It's the same author as Monster.
Yes, that's it. That's the one.
Yes.
Because I was like, damn.
I have the first big volume of 20th Century Boys.
I was going to say, I haven't read either of those, but everyone says both of those are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I like particularly... See, because Monster has an anime adaptation, but I'm like...
Well, people like it. It's old, but people like it.
I mean, old anime is not...
And plus, with the material, it doesn't need to be...
Right. I'm sitting here, I'm like, I should read Monster. It's definitely on the list.
I want to read 20th Century Boys because I know less about it, so there's less, like, spoiler.
I don't know anything about Monster either, just that Johan is apparently one of the most horrific villains to the page, apparently, but it could also be just people hyping him up.
I know the premise. I don't know any spoilers for, like, episode-to-episode stuff, but, like, I know the hard premises, and
It's just a murder mystery or something?
Kinda. He's, like... He, like, pushes people to be bad or do bad things, it seems, because he's just so charming and convincing. But I more mean, like, the setup of, like, how it got there. Like, the main character had, like, 2 different patients. One was, like, a mayor. One was Johan as a kid. And he wanted to save the kid, but everyone's like, it's your duty to save the mayor. And he chose to let the mayor die to save Johan. And then Johan turns out to...
Should have shaved the mayor. I said should have shaved the mayor.
It's kind of sad, because it's like getting punished for doing the right thing.
Right? That's unfortunate. Damn. Big sad for that guy if he finds out what Johan's been up to.
Meanwhile, 20th Century Boys, I know literally fucking nothing.
I know what you told me about it.
Which is also like a sentence worth, probably.
Yeah, so basically what I know about it is that when there was a group of friends as kids that came up with some kind of organization or group of some kind and had a symbol for it or a name for something. They all split up and then something is happening. Again, this is like filling in blanks, like but something is happening. Yeah, and then something's happening in the present time with that group, but you don't know who it would be that's doing that stuff. That's all I can say. I don't know.
That's literally all I know.
So is it like supernatural? Is it hyper realistic? Like Oyasumi PunPun?
I'm hoping hyper realistic, but I'm open to either. I haven't even opened that volume I have because I want to buy at least like 2 or 3 before I start reading it.
I've been thinking about reading it too because now that I'm finished with PunPun, I want one of like, because PunPun's like one of those, it would fall into those categories of like icons, must reads. I don't want to say like, see, because everyone will say PunPun's masterpiece, and I could see it. It's just like, it's weird. PunPun's like, it just fucks you up, man.
It also just reaches for something not many authors are reaching for.
Hyperrealism,
and again, even just like the story material and stuff like that. Like,
see, because like I have to say that it's a masterpiece just based off of what it is. But at the same time, when I was reading it, other than the like, it's, how do I say this without like dropping the ball and like making people take it the wrong way? So like, the art style is fucking amazing, right? So just that alone, it's goated. But while reading it, I didn't feel like I was reading a masterpiece, only in the sense of because of how realistic it is. It was almost like I was reading a like not an autobiography, but like
almost like a blog,
or like
a lifestyle blog,
or a fucking documentary almost, but narrated more personal, like an autobiography. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just kind of like that. It was almost like I was watching,
but also kind of narrated like a kid's book in the same way, which is like off-putting.
Because it's like some stuff PunPun takes a turn for like the dark somewhere around like chapter like 100 and between 100 and like 5 and like 125, in that range. I don't know exactly the chapter number, but something big happens in that which shapes the entire rest of the story up till the end. And from that, it's a twist that I didn't see coming at all. But again, so it's like you can look at other like quote unquote masterpieces, right? Or like
in the making.
Yes. Or like Berserk. When I'm reading Berserk, I'm like, this.
Yeah, I was about to talk out my ass and just
fucking peak.
Call something. I'm reading a masterpiece. I haven't read enough things to even call them masterpieces. Oh, and just in general.
Oh, and then like
I finished 4 mangas.
Like, cause you see some anime that are just fucking fantastic. Like
yeah, I finished 5, so I really can't. 6, and one of them was 6 chapters. So
it's like, again, a struggle. It's like it's PunPun, so it deserves the name masterpiece, and I would put it in that category with people. But it's weird when you're reading it, you don't feel like you're reading one. When I was watching Full Metal Alchemist, Vinland Saga, and in my personal opinion, I know a lot of people have gripes with it, but Attack on Titan. All of those, while I was watching / reading those, I'm like, this is
I'm happy
like,
for the Full Metal Alchemist glazing right now. I'm always down for some Full Metal Alchemist glazing.
I put it there because so it's kind of in the PunPun situation, but has a leg up because, again, maybe this is a problem with me from when I read PunPun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I was watching Brotherhood specifically, because I'm in the camp that I like Brotherhood way more than the original FMA. I like the original FMA.
Yeah.
Brotherhood's just better. It's just better.
I accept that.
It just is. Granted, the greed fight.
I wish I could
FMA is better than the greed fight of.
I wish I could Frankenstein monster them together. That's what I always think. I wish Brotherhood had the style and tone of the original anime.
You mean like the art style of
the
anime?
Yeah, it's so much darker and grittier.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I even say tone, because the first one feels like a tragedy. The second one feels like a shonen.
Yeah, but this first one's story gets fucking out of hand.
Yeah, and the changes it made were for the worse, and I could see that. At the same time, I do think the final arc of Brotherhood, when I don't know if it's just I don't like Father that much. I think he's just bland washboard of a villain.
So when he was introduced, I thought he was cool, but the more you spend time with him, the more your expectations for what he should be falls short.
It's like
the
Dunning-Kruger curve, the bell curve. It's the fucking. He starts out really great when he's like can wipe out the alchemy from the area, is interested in Scar and shit, and then you like you said, you learn more, and then the next time I like him again is when he's fucking falling apart and Ed is beating the shit out of him fisticuff style.
It's funny too that we're talking about this, dude, because I saw maybe it was straight out of the manga, but I feel like the caption might have said like fan art or something of when Ed got his arm back. And then I was like, dude, that scene too is so hype when he gets his arm back and then just fucking beats the shit out of Father.
Get up, you novice. Oh.
Such a burn.
And that's why I don't want to shit on the end too much either. It's really just Father. Because the Wrath stuff was
so good.
When Bradley fights a fucking tank.
I also wanted more Hohenheim.
I also wanted more Hohenheim. I also wanted more Scar. I think Scar was better serviced by the original anime than the second one.
Anytime I think of Scar and Bradley mentioned in the same vein, I think of that fucking... oh, my name is... It's like a 17 billion word name. Oh. It's, if I showed it to you, you'd remember. I think it's actually... I don't know what it's from. Like, the meme is from... It's a Japanese meme, but...
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's just a blooper, like a skit at the end of an episode, or if it's from, like, a... off-brand skit, but it's hilarious. I fucking will always laugh at it.
You're King Bradley.
I wanted more Hohenheim, but whatever. We still get enough to where I'm satisfied.
But yeah, I would put FMA in the masterpiece category.
Yeah, so PunPun by default should be there too. Maybe I just have to sit on it a bit longer. Because it's such a different story than anything else I've read, too.
That's what I mean with reaching. It's like, it's reaching for a goalpost that not many people are even competing for, and it has incredible art.
Insane. But, to get back to the very beginning of this, where I said, because PunPun falls in that, like, quote-unquote masterpiece or goated area, now that I'm done with that...
goated?
Well, because I was reading it in the backdrop of things... So that's now vacant. So I want to put something else there. And I haven't decided what I want to put there. No, I don't mean like Sakamoto and stuff. Because that's something that I can just read as I'm doing. I mean something...
Sure.
That you want me to put Sakamoto in the background where I read like 3 chapters a month?
I'm just saying.
You
can fit it in somewhere.
My problem is because when I can fit it in, the times I can fit it in, I'm sitting on YouTube instead. I just need to get off that fucking app.
You say that.
So I want to put something like Monster, 20th Century Boys.
Yeah, and I am starting the physicals already for 20th Century. So I can do the Vagabond thing and just pass you those as I read them.
Well, because Vagabond, we have the thing. I want to keep doing the swap Vagabond Berserks.
Yeah, I want to keep doing that too. The part that just pains me the tiniest bit with doing it with Vagabond is that I know it's not going to have an end.
Yeah, well, at the same time...
Berserk might, though.
Berserk
but... put out a new volume.
One volume.
Inoue's on a whole ass new manga.
And hasn't had a new chapter since 2015?
Yeah, so it's like, oof. Oof. And I look at 20th Century, I'm like, you have a conclusion, I bet.
Pretty sure it does.
I'm pretty sure it does, too.
But, like, so... There's like 4 or 5 that I was looking at putting there, because I know the 3 were definitely Monster, 20th Century Boys, Sunken Rock I was thinking about putting there.
Nice.
Oh, what else was it? See, I've thought about maybe Vinland Saga, but at the same time, I might just
stay anime only
until. So if it was like right now where season 1 ended, I would totally pick up the manga and go. But because season 2 ends in a nice, like, this arc closure, we're going to start a new thing next time. Because it didn't leave on no cliffhanger, I didn't need to run.
You're all full.
So I wasn't left needing answers, needing more, you know what I mean?
This wasn't Promised Neverland season 1.
Yes.
The greatest hook in all of hooks.
That got us in deep. And so I was thinking about that, but I was like, maybe I'll wait. And then maybe like season 3 will end and I'll be like, all right, I need more. And then I'll pick up the manga. I should read the manga because I've seen panels, man. Vinland Saga's art is so good.
I'm going to have to look up the art of a certain manga.
And I feel like there was one other that I was... Like one like kind of like big name I was thinking of putting there, but I don't remember.
How about Dead Demons Destruction?
Oh yeah,
PunPun author's newest manga. I'd never seen the art for it, so I was like, you know what? Let me look up a panel.
Yeah, I mean we've talked about it briefly a few times, but I should check that out too.
Jesus Cristo.
Yeah, that's insane. Is the main character a normal person, or is it a bird again?
It looks like they're children.
That's PunPun art for you. Yep. That's definitely PunPun right there. Like, dude, look at this fucking picture.
Yeah, it's like a hand made out of Tetris.
First off, how the fuck the only way I could see him drawing this and putting it on a panel is this has to be like a canvas size drawing.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just like printed or scanned into a computer and then shrunk down to fit on the page. Because look at the detail of the build-ins on that finger. How, like, you don't... At least I can't conceive of drawing something that detailed so small. You know what I mean? But then again, who knows?
All these UFO pics, too, so absolutely.
Yeah, and she's got a fucking propeller coming out the top of her head, like helicopter propellers.
I like how my Google results I've ran through like 3 different Dandadan pictures sprinkled in here too.
Awesome. Let's see.
What the fuck am I looking at?
This dude knows how to draw.
You got a face in your face.
Your face has a face in its face.
That's so weird. I've had my eyes on dead demons for a while.
Apparently we need to check it out, because I don't know what's happening, but something's happening.
Because when I first heard about PunPun, I feel like there was only 2 or 3 volumes of Dead Demons, in English at least.
I've known about PunPun for a long time, but I never really gave it any thought.
Extra thought?
Yeah.
It was one of the favorite mangas of one of the manga YouTubers I watch, so I've always like had it on my clock.
Right. Same, probably. But, you know, it's a good read. I mean, I recommend anyone read PunPun. It's a different manga experience than anything else you're going to get. Definitely You ain't gonna get anything like it in shonen. Just this is not happening.
I was just about to say, speaking of getting something you can't get anywhere else, Kagura and Mabachi.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm even trying to think of it. It's a very slow chapter.
Actually, I only took one screenshot. And I don't even know why I took it, to be honest.
Well, I actually found it weird that his scar is just missing in that picture.
That's why I took that picture. Because it is missing and should be there. I scrolled back to the last page with his face. I could see. I was like, yes, it should be there.
Because the next page after that, that's a screenshot, but if you were in the chapter, the next page has a side view of him and he's got it. So I don't know if
they just forgot it. Then,
forgot to draw it in. But whatever.
I can't even imagine the enormous pressure on that man right now.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's huge in the West right now. But
I'm sure the memes circulated.
Because I don't know, I don't see anything from the Japanese market.
I only see the art. I'll see art with Japanese text as the post part of it.
Right, so
but I don't see full Japanese posts ever.
Community wise, yeah. So I don't know, because he's obviously going to look at the Japanese market more so than the Western market, like all manga and anime does. So I don't know if he's even aware of what's happening with it over
there. Then again,
now.
metrics don't lie. He's still
true.
If anyone's going to see all of the metrics, it's going to be the mangaka and the publishing company.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be up there in the top. It is in the top, 5?
Top 3 in the Manga Plus viewings. Top 2, actually. I think One Piece is the only thing above it in views in Manga Plus. Last I checked it, past JJK.
Not even JJK?
Yeah.
Which is surprising because JJK is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
With, the community, intrigue, you know what I mean?
So, transition into JJK.
Yeah. I fucking liked this chapter.
I liked it. I
was in it to win it. I was like, this is fucking so good. It was a good read. I don't know.
I like Takaba a lot.
I like him a lot better now that we know that the white half of him is not white. It's naked.
I saw someone on fucking Twitter be like, well, he did say actually, but it was absolutely an actually. Actually, he's not half naked because he has gloves and a belt.
Shut the fuck up.
I know, it's exactly what I thought.
Though this page now makes because the only spoilers I saw was the Bandit Keith Kenjaku. And then I would see people of him holding Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff. So I was like, is it just because he looks like Bandit? No, it's a straight
Bandit Keith reference.
Bandit Keith,
and he's holding his business cards like they're Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Long-haired boy, you activated my trap card. It's fucking... It was glorious.
I didn't take a screenshot of it, but because I saw it so many times just in the spoiler rounds.
Yeah.
But the look on his face when he saw the dead body was actually incredible.
Yes, he's just this face.
That expression is just fan-fucking-tastic.
Also, confirmation that dude's dead.
Yeah.
But that's why I like it too, because Kenjaku's
actually
his evilness seeps through towards the later half of this chapter of just his...
What, you don't find this funny?
His complete disassociation and dispassion. Because this guy's all about the laughs and everything, and just how systematically fucking Kenjaku just brings him back to reality. Just be it's over for this guy. It is. I don't see him bouncing back next chapter to be funny.
I thought it was over for him too,
because he's literally said it himself. This isn't funny.
Or they send backup.
Yeah. Because I mean,
I don't think they expected Takaba to take out Kenjaku solo.
First half of this chapter was fucking amazing.
Hilarious.
And just him in general.
Good,
too.
yeah.
He's just fucking owning Kenjaku here. Like, nothing Kenjaku was doing was working. I did love this stuff when Kenjaku's just like arguing with him about comedy.
Yes.
He's just sitting at the desk. I love that shot of him. And they're just having a debate. The dad joke with Wi-Fi.
I find it interesting. Angel was the one that...
To recommend him?
Yeah. Also, did you watch the new JJK episode? Because I'm looking at Mei Mei right now, and it brings me frustration.
It was with her and Urui getting out of the domain, right?
Yeah, and the Dagon stuff.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes, okay. So, it just frustrates me, because she's so primed and ready to go for a fight. She's right fucking there.
And then finds out it's not Gedo, and then fucking pushes up.
And you dip. Well, she already knew, too. Well, at least based on how the anime portrayed it.
No, because she
knew there.
No, she doesn't seem to know yet, because she's even said it in...
She said Gedo-kun, but she also doesn't know his real name yet, so...
Yeah, she doesn't know it's not Gedo.
When they went into the domain, though, she was suspecting it.
Oh, I remember that, because while she was in there, in this episode, I remember her saying later on, she's like, she needs to do something to make sure she's ready to fight Gedo after this. She specifically name dropped him, and I'm like, well...
Yeah, she doesn't know his real name yet anyway, so...
Well, it doesn't matter, because like you said, she's going to dip out anyway.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating that you're back. Like, nothing fucking happened. Not only are you back, but you mentioned this chapter. Like, I'm prone to running away, so...
Oh, in the newest chapter?
Yes!
Yeah, because then she is in
the
episode.
Okay with that.
Yeah.
Oh, that frustrated the shit out of me.
But it's okay.
I have a record of running away, so don't count on me. Why'd you run away? Why are you back?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
It's so frustrating.
It's alright, though, because the honored one has returned.
Kusakabe.
No. Toji.
You're winning.
I think I did take a screenshot.
My partner got excited with that, I'm not gonna lie. At the very end, when he popped in, he's like, oh shit, that's interesting.
Nice. Let me see. Screenshots.
People were bitching about the animation quality of this episode, and you know what?
No, look.
I kinda don't blame them for some of it.
For this, though, because...
For every time Maki was on screen, looked like shit for some reason. It was almost like Gege's misogyny seeped into Mappa. First we get Nobara wobbling, and now we get Maki getting shit on with that animation. Everyone else looked better than Maki in this episode. Everyone. Mei, Ui, Nobito.
Well, I feel like the start of the episode with Mei Mei was good, and then as the episode went on, it started dipping down.
It was literally like, Mei Mei like started up here, and then the moment they were like, Dagon showed up, it went whomp! And then a little bit back up.
Do you know how many frames are in a second of filming?
Right now, 3. No.
So that means, because people were talking about this guy was like, adapts Gojo panel in a different way.
Fan-base Christ, yes.
Fan-base Christ. Gives Choji a 1-to-1 adaptation. Gets hated on again. Because it's like...
Yeah. Though that part, it started looking good at the end again.
I did hate on the Gojo scene too, because I think the manga panel of this, the honored one quote, looks way better.
1,000 times better.
It's the angle. Because they put it directly
forward.
And
the tone and his facial expression, it's so much. I feel like they completely changed the tone of how it felt.
Yeah. The Gojo honored one was better in the manga. But the Toji's
exactly the same.
It's just great. I love the inverted that they put, because he's coming up. But I love how they made it look like he's dropping in, like, upside down. I was like, the honored one.
But the very first thing I saw for spoilers for the episode was that shot of Maki running up behind Dagon. And suddenly he's hit somehow, and Megumi's shadows pop up covering Maki at the same time. Yeah. It just looked like shit. And that was absolutely the exact worst 5 seconds of the episode for sure.
Well, I'm okay with it in the sense that if they have to cut corners on certain things.
I was shitting on the Dagon fight for weeks leading up to this.
Because look at the fucking Yuji versus Choso last week.
It was so good. And Mei looked really good. That's a small fight, and they made that look really good.
Mei looks great.
The quick cuts to, like, Ui dead, like, shit like that.
The Gojo versus Toji fight, that was fucking lit, too. The whole the first episode of the series, just the throwaway thing, the infinite hallway stuff, all of that was great. And then things going forward of what is to come in the anime, of the rest of the Shibuya arc, there's things that I want to see.
As long as they don't drop the ball on Yuji and Todo versus Mahito, I'll be happy.
Well, Todo doesn't really do much in it anyway. Doesn't he just kind of stay there and pretend clap with the nub?
Well, he lost his hand in that fight. He does a lot in that fight.
See, I don't really remember him being too prevalent. I remember him showing up super late and be like, yo, where you been?
Yeah, he's like, you need to pick yourself back up. But no, he beats ass. That's when Mahito starts making, like, soldier-like amalgamations, and Todo literally 1v1s one, like, faster than Mahito could even, like, expect.
Where's Todo current?
One of my favorite shots is when Mahito first experienced Boogie Woogie, and the first thing he says to is like, it's more disorienting than they even described. Like, it's way worse in person actually experiencing it.
Where is he right now?
I know, it actually did show what squad he's on. He's just kind of MIA. Because it showed every squad at the beginning.
I would take Todo over Mei for the Sukuna Kenjaku shit any day.
Oh, you mean right now?
Yeah, in the manga.
Again, we still don't know if he can Boogie Woogie, though.
I don't give a fuck. I'd still take him over Mei. Mei is prone to leave. Fucking Todo is still a force of nature fighting-wise. You know what I mean? The dude's still something.
It's kind of like It's kind of like how I feel with Inumaki. Just go let them retire early. Inumaki's lost a whole arm. I know he doesn't need it to fight because it's cursed speech, but let the man just go home. You want him to really sacrifice his other arm for this shit.
Or his life.
Exactly, like...
But he'd be a good one to keep. Like, the thing with him is he's like a one-shot, get him out of here. He's going to come in, he's going to yell, like, die or something.
Get them to put their guard somewhere else, and then...
Yeah, he's going to, like, say one word at Sukuna, and then he's going to cough up blood, and then Sukuna's going to dismantle him.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's going to do the same thing to Kenjaku, and then he's going to get fucking gravity crushed.
That's why I'm like, he should just not be there.
And, like...
Let him go home.
It's not... Because, like, first off, Yuta does it better anyway. Because he used the megaphone, and he's like, oh, I got a raspy voice for a second. That's all I got. No cough up blood. And you can't say it wasn't a good hit on fucking Geto, because you see his whole face get smushed into the... Like, he's pancaked and smushed into the ground. So it's not like he didn't take a shot, but he got right back up. So it's like, what is he going to do to Kenjaku and Sukuna?
Let Inumaki go home.
Yeah. So, Inumaki...
Teleport him out.
Have fun. Bye-bye. At least Panda's still kind of around. I saw Panda.
Isn't he like a baby now, though?
Oh, he was in the peanut gallery.
He is, but isn't he like tiny now because he got his like whole head ripped off by Kashimo?
Yeah, and I remember something that happened to him. But
Let Panda go home too.
Yeah, Panda's not going to be doing much of anything. He'd be good. Like, sorry to say it, but he'd be good cannon fodder for Sukuna because he has like the.
We have enough cannon fodder. I don't think we need cannon fodder. We need actual answers. Cannon fodder doesn't mean shit when you can just cleave.
Well,
oh no! I lost 1 second.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because the cleave wouldn't... Because Panda's been cut in half and shit before.
Well, cleave doesn't just have to be one slice. He could just fucking... do what he did to Ishiguri, where he, like, split his whole fucking face.
Yeah, cubed his face.
Yeah. Cube Panda, he's done. That's all your hearts right there.
Cube everyone, they're done.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing right now, because he's used cleave and dismantle, but he hasn't used Malevolent Shrine. If he can use Malevolent Shrine, they're all fucked.
We'll get it in the fire stuff or whatever else he has in his fucking bag.
I don't think whatever else he has...
Shadows is going to be bad.
If he can still use it, though.
I bet he can still use it.
I mean, those are the two things I don't want to see him using. I do not want to see Sukuna use domain expansion again for the rest of the series. And I don't want to see Maharaga again. Maharaga should be gone. Because he took a fucking purple to the face, and the thing cracked and crushed and fell.
I forgot about this for a while, too, though. But what if it's fused with the other familiars that died and fused into an amalgamation? What if the super wolf has the Maharaga wheel now?
Okay, that's something. But, so, I don't want Gojo's efforts to be literally for nothing.
I don't want it to be for nothing either, but someone even reminded me that it was like the Chimera forming. I was like, oh yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. I forgot about that too.
That's fuck.
So, okay, if you want to use 10 Shadows again for that specific thing, be like, yeah. Gojo killed fucking Maharaga, but...
even just the familiars. He's not fighting Gojo anymore, so... Throw Divine Dog at Yuji might actually do something, or Hakuri.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, nobody, aside from maybe Yuta, if he was able to get Limitless from Gojo as a copy, has a defense against Malevolent Shrine.
This is why I'm very interested. I'm wondering if Higuruma is going to be the answer to that, because his domain can strip you of your technique.
Yeah, strip him of cleave and dismantle.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
That gives, because that's also limited time too, so that gives them like a window to try to fight him.
Because that's the only way Yuji can fight him too. Because Yuji ain't powerhousing through like he did last time.
So I think that's why they sent Higuruma in, because they are clearly planning which people they send in first. With Angel being like, I want this person to fight Kenjaku. So I bet Higuruma's there for that reason.
So, who do you want Yuta to fight?
Kenjaku. Still.
Same.
I mean, there is that great point that if he's copied Limitless, or if he's copied Jacob's Ladder.
Or both.
Because isn't Angel also supposed to be able to do curse technique removal?
Yeah. Oh, removal?
Removal.
Well, because hers, it's weird because she can negate. So is it removal or negation? Because that's what she did to the cursed tool, Prison Realm.
But I thought it's supposed to be removal, because I thought that's why Yuji was so worried about her looking for Sukuna. Because
I know Kenjaku is like so cocky, and he's like, I'm not worried about Yuta, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, but like, you should be.
I also think that's why Megumi wanted Angel, too, specifically to help Sumiki.
Because, like, if you rewatch Zero, too, like, Yuta basically, like, mid-diffed Geto.
Yeah, he didn't get hurt.
No, he didn't take anything. So you just add gravity powers, so far as we know, to Geto, and now you're going to do the same fight again.
Yeah, and people want to say he struggled in Sendai, but he walked out of that fight perfectly fine.
He was also fighting three people at once. The insect thing, Sky Girl, and Pompadour guy.
Yeah. And he blocked one of those beams with his fucking hand.
I saw you post about that.
With his fucking hand.
We need to see his fucking domain expansion, and don't give me some bullshit. Oh, all three canceled each other out.
Like, I still want him to fight Kenjaku narratively, but he might actually be one of the better options for Sukuna, depending on what he's copied.
I still think, because like I said way back before Gojo versus Sukuna, that narratively it makes sense for Sukuna to beat Gojo in the fight. I think narratively it makes sense for Yuji to beat Sukuna too.
Yeah. It's his burden.
Yeah. And it has been since episode 1.
That's why I can also see Yuta seeing it as his burden to fight Kenjaku. Both him saying it for Gojo's sake, which is a moot point now, but also because he's kind of the one that also failed to finish off Geto.
Right. So that's pretty good matchups. And then, I don't know.
Yeah, spread the peanut gallery around.
Yeah,
I think Ui's currently doing his contribution to the team, teleporting them in general. So he's probably not even going to fight. I don't even care about Mei Mei going out there. I'd love to see Mei Mei fight again, but why?
Well, she can go fight Ume or not? Yeah,
you know what? Yeah.
Because I mean, Hakure's could be very useful against Sukuna, too.
Bird Strike would be awesome.
Against who?
And you know what? Anyone but Kenjaku. Kenjaku's got... Well, even Sukuna would just be like, dismantle. But, I mean, it's another... As you said, cannon fodder. That's a perfect cannon fodder. You're not risking a player. You're sending a super-powered crow.
But how many of those does she have?
As many as there are crows around. Because she sacrifices the crow's life in a binding vow to do it.
Okay, yeah, so...
That's also why I'm like, Sukuna will probably get rid of it pretty fast, but that's a good option there. But I did, when I first said it, I meant Uruume. And it's a non-option against Kenjaku, because just gravity.
Bird Strike is deadly, too, as we just saw in the anime.
Yeah.
That shit fucking plowed right through that thing's face.
Blasted it. And the Mei section looked so good.
It did.
Who we still have benched? Kusakabe.
Yeah.
Niwa. And Inumaki can go anywhere because he's going to play a non-role anyways.
Maki.
Oof.
I've
said it from the start.
Either one of
them.
Yeah,
I've said it from the start. Don't send her at Sukuna.
Don't send her at anyone. Because she even directly said herself she's a bad match for Uruume.
Yeah, I've also said she's a bad match for Uruume. But at the same time, that's just considering like powers versus what Maki is. There's always the consideration that Maki could probably speed blitz Uruume.
Yeah, but then what can Maki do against Gravity or Cleave?
That's the part I'm worried about. I'm especially worried about Cleave because of that whole like... His domain would consider her an object, so he wouldn't even need Cleave. He could just dismantle.
Yeah, she could just...
If he did what he did in Shibuya around Maki, she'd be dead.
Yeah. But then also on top of that, she has... Well, her glasses are special tools that allow her to see crystals because she can't see them.
I think she could see them now probably too, because when Toji was around, he could see them.
Well, probably when she fused with Mai.
Yeah. Because I don't think she's wearing glasses anymore.
She doesn't. Because what I was thinking was, okay, if she can't see cursed spirits without the glasses, then she wouldn't be able to see cursed energy either. So if Cleave has a travel time...
She also wouldn't be ready for it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oof. Again, Gravity is an awful matchup, and that's only one of Kenjaku's powers. Though she'd be good against the curse manipulation part. She could clear out all the curses pretty easy.
I still think that Yuta 1v1's Kenjaku. I don't think he needs help.
I think he does. Just to split his focus even.
So maybe Angel goes with him then.
Putting all of that like gravity all on just Yuta. It's just like,
Oh, because I remember...
It's also not just gravity. It's also anti-gravity. That's the actual technique. Like, you reversed it to do gravity. Imagine how fucked up it would be to just be like, you're running at him to fight him. It's just like, whoop.
No gravity. Well, because I remember Sukuna saying something about how Angel was dangerous because unlike him and the boy, they are like a perfect amalgam, like fusion between the two.
I'm pretty certain she could remove curse techniques. And if that's the case, Sukuna. Well, she wants Sukuna dead anyway, so.
Dude, I still see so much copium for the Gojo return.
Oh, I see it too. Still.
Daily.
Yeah. So it is. I just saw someone on Twitter today be like, the series would be ruined for me if Gojo doesn't come back.
Sorry, bud.
The series would be ruined for more people if he did come back, I would think.
At this point,
kinda. If they were going to do it, it needed to be the chapter after sort of thing. I don't want to see it 5 or 10 chapters down. I want it, if it is him coming back, it should be an immediate counter to himself dying.
You also get
it's too late.
No reaction from the peanut growler either. It's so quick, their reaction. They move on so quickly.
Yeah.
Gege's hate for Gojo shining through.
All right, time for the next rounds. Let's go. Go, Power
It's like
Rangers.
that whole chapter, too. I hated that chapter, the Gojo
death chapter.
I fucking hated that whole chapter because it just shit.
They just have that one picture of, like, Yuta holding a sword and Maki holding his shoulder. And that was, like, it.
Well, not even that aspect. Just the whole fact that the whole chapter is designed to shit on Gojo and be like...
Oh, and he was still holding back.
Suko's holding back. He could have killed me.
That's why he decided to feel nervous for the first time in 1,000 years.
And scream for Daddy Maharaga to protect him.
I'm still seeing people say that he didn't need 10 shadows to win either, when even Sukuna admits that he needed something to base a new technique off of to beat Gojo.
Without 10 shadows, Sukuna loses that fight.
And he admits it.
3 chapters before Gojo dies. Like, there's no way without Maharaga he does anything.
Again, he literally admitted to need to learn off Maharaga to win.
Like, even still, because Gojo was fighting 1v3 and still winning.
Yeah.
Versus Sukuna Maharaga, which they hype up Maharaga. Maharaga's not a fucking pushover. And then that other fucking thing that was... Even Gojo's like, you don't belong here.
Get the fuck out.
You're the oddball out.
You're not keeping up.
But Gege hates Gojo, so he's got a fucking...
I feel like Gege hates Megumi too at this point. Poor Megumi. He just got swept up in all... Gege being like, Sukuna's body. Yes, more Sukuna. Who's Megumi? You mean Yuta?
Does the character name that? What?
You mean Yuta. Yuta's the other guy in the main party. Who's Nobara?
She needs to show up again or give me an answer, fucking Gege. If I don't get an answer... I want an answer. But I know it's not going to happen because it's like, what, at most 2 episodes from now? But I want an answer of what's going on with her before the anime sees what's going on with her. Because the fact to see in the anime, the last time we've seen her in the manga, before the manga even says anything, I'm like, bro.
Yeah. Big sad. Have her come back for the Kenjaku fight.
Because that's the same chapter that when Yuji shows up, it's her and the other guy. Trying to avoid spoilers.
Actually, she shows up late into the fight.
Oh, so Yuji shows up before her, and then while Yuji's there, she gets...
Yes, she gets pulled into the fight because Mahito splits off into 2 bodies.
That's right, and goes after her.
And she realizes fast that that version of him couldn't use his curse technique.
The one that she's fighting?
Yeah, that she was fighting.
That's right, I remember that now.
So she was beasting out on him in that moment too.
That's gonna be lit.
It's a huge scene. That's such a good scene, as sad as it is.
I want to, because that's a gory scene too. Her face, and same with.
Yeah.
So I want to see how the anime handles that. I mean, they haven't.
I'm not ready. I'm not fucking ready, man.
No, especially with all the hype the last 2 chapters that's been going on.
Oh, I'm not ready.
But all of next chapter is going to be all the Toji
episode.
Episode, yes. The next episode is going to cover everything.
Dagon
and Toji related. I think that the whole thing, like...
Yeah. There's, like, nothing left. It's literally...
They're gonna... He breaks the domain.
They've done more than half the fight already.
Yeah, he breaks the domain, kills Dagon, and then just grabs fucking Megumi and runs off with him.
Bye-bye.
And play fights, and then asks his name, and then... Bye-bye.
I think they're probably going to cover a little more. They're probably, like, sort of cliffhanger us with the next plot beat that'll be after it, which is the... Yeah. Try to be a little better about our anime sections.
Yes. But we're in the manga section too, so.
Yeah. It transitioned. Again, May kind of brought me there.
Yeah.
I still want an answer. Like, what the fuck happened that got her to leave?
Maybe they'll flesh it out a little bit more. She'll explain it.
Clearly, she's not ashamed of it or hiding something about it because she's just dropping it there for everyone to hear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. You read Spy Family?
Of course I read Spy Family.
Your Senroku. Your Hadouken.
Yes.
Die, mysterious Yorfu master.
Yuri frustrates me, man. Dude, I love him, but he frustrates the shit out of me.
Yuri's a fucking problem.
He is.
He tortured that man for sticking chewing gum on science.
I loved that, too.
I didn't. I'm like, you're a fucking...
bootlicker.
You're going into, like, fascist territory, Yuri.
I like this chick, though.
That's literally the screenshot I took because of the...
That's the only screenshot I took because it's her face.
I took the other one with the Hadouken and the...
Your
the
fool master.
But yeah, why does Yor bother you?
Yuri.
Oh, Yuri, yes. Sorry.
He
Yor does not bother anybody.
Me.
How so? Speak with me.
It's just that kind of character. You just scream the obvious answers at the television at.
Yeah. Stop being a siscon.
Yeah, just stop. Stop, Yuri.
Leave Lloyd alone.
Like, the moment he almost finally got it, and then he's just like, so what you're saying is, I should work on my durability. Ugh.
My defensive skills.
I have to get more powerful.
Too bad Lloyd was in Twilight, so I could have him arrested.
I'll just get him arrested for other reasons. She's like, oh, the other... That smell. That feeling in the air.
Those footsteps.
The sound of those footsteps. It's my sister. That was also like, oh God, Yuri. And the girl in the car, you could smell her from here.
So I saw something today. Did you know that there was a one-shot by the author of Spy Family before Spy Family?
I believe it, but I didn't know it.
And you can tell because this was the main character.
Oh, wow. That's Anya.
Just much... The design, yeah. So,
it's Dark Anya.
Yeah. I saw it in a manga video today. I was like, wait, what?
It's funny because Tatsuki Fujimoto also reuses designs for some of his one-shots. Like, Neyuta is from one of his early one-shots.
Right. Another one was, literally a One Piece.
Hey, shit.
It's Romance Dawn. That's a one-shot. That's Luffy and Nami.
Shit.
And then these are all the other characters in the one-shot. So you can see some... It's like Luffy is literally the same dude.
Well,
that's a dope image.
We had Shojo Null.
I thought... Because for whatever reason, when I clicked on it... what do you call it? The chapter title said 8.1 or whatever. So I was like, oh, it's a 0.1 chapter. Let me just click this to clear the notification. But then I was like, I clicked on it and read the first page. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Flipped to the second page and was reading. I was like, this ain't a 0.1 chapter. What is going on here?
I like how they called it where that was immediately like, oh yeah, she's hired here.
Oh, yes.
Though I got to go back like 2 or 3 chapters. Do you remember when Mimizuka was chilling and it looked like someone opened the door behind him because he like turned back to camera? I felt like
yes.
I thought someone caught him in that moment.
The IT guy that they got, the dude in the mask.
Yeah, I thought someone caught him in that moment, and then just nothing.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Nothing happened with that, so I don't know what that shot even was anymore.
Yeah, I can tell you, but
it was a good chapter.
Yeah, I mean,
a little of his dad, which I liked.
Yes, got some info on like the tough relationship they had as children. Dad's a fucking douchebag.
Yep, absolutely, and of course had to end on some edge.
Oh, yeah, it's she can't do anything without finding dead gaijin somewhere.
She's a dead gaijin magnet.
She really is. And
then, hey, girl, I know is a gaijin that I'm hiding. Can you go to this gaijin dump and give them some flowers? I thought you'd be giving the resistance like drugs or like guns inside the pottery.
Right, and inside the soil.
But everything but that was good. But that last page.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
At this point, I was just kind of like, oh, of course. Of course, the dark, ominous place has a big pit of dead gaijin in it.
Because why not?
That you walk straight to.
It's got to set this girl off somehow. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And that just leaves the goat.
Big dick daddy of fucking 3-page double page spreads.
It's already my favorite manga, but it was like an especially great chapter.
The artwork in Dandadan this week was
I
just...
felt the music. Like,
yeah, and there's not even like anytime she's singing like this shot, it's just no words, it's just
that
imagery.
Man is fucking shredded, dude. I've been dying to say it.
Shredded.
Look at this man's face playing that guitar. I could feel his dopamine hitting those licks. Like her hand up, like the energy in it.
The third double page spread when they're fucking just shredding out.
Got her fist down and everything.
If anything, you could call this 4 because this is it's not a double page.
No,
spread.
It's a full page spread, but it's so good. You feel that energy, that movement.
Look at their faces when she picks up the mic.
Oh, dude, I was just sitting on the couch and I was like feeling something. Like, I'm in the room with someone else and I'm just sitting here feeling something. Like every page I read, I'd go to the next page, but go back to the last page to look at it again, then move forward.
So good, beautiful.
It almost felt like watching a show. Like, I had the anticipation build up as the danger's ramping up. And then the moment she grabs that mic and sings, it's like a fucking release. Like,
this just proves more. Yokai are so much better than aliens.
Oh, it's so true, though. Well, it's actually, the things on Earth are better than the aliens. Because even Nessie was better. The Mongolian sandworm was peak. And this is also
the little girl ghost is so like spooky too. Just it's so good.
I need to get the spread that someone shared on Twitter from this.
This one?
No, it's the first spread. They're like, how are they gonna animate this, bro?
I was watching that today too. Someone said the same thing because they were talking about the
shit.
I was watching the top 10 most
unadaptable manga, I'm guessing.
Popular mangas on Reddit, the ones with the most upvotes per weekly chapter or whatever. Yeah.
Like, they're so tiny, but it's still all there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She's there. They're down there. Psycho's right there. Like...
Again, these guys got to be drawing this stuff on canvases. And
you're not even copy-pasting the people in the windows. They're all doing different shit. Like, it's an insane level of extra.
The shit is weekly, bro.
Nuts. And takes less breaks than everyone else to fucking jump.
But is the 10 highest upvoted weekly manga or bi-weekly or whatever. But the Dandadan, I guess, is number 2.
Doesn't surprise me.
I'm actually totally forgetting what number 1 was at this point. There's another just big name title.
Kagura Bachi.
No, that one actually wasn't on the list, I don't think. But One Punch Man was number 3, and they were saying the same thing because that thing is also like unadaptable to anime. That's why there's no season 3. Is because season 3, not first off, that whole season 3 part is so long. Like that story arc is so long, but some of the pages, man. Because then they showed it too. They're like, oh yeah, just to look at season 2. And they're like, season 1 we got spoiled with the stuff. Yeah. Season 2, there were good shots in it, but fell off a little bit. They showed that scene when Metal Bat goes to take out Garo from behind real quick, like at the end of that fight, and then stops. And he shows a side-by-side comparison of the anime and the manga. I was like, oh, manga just hits way different. Like, some of these One Punch Man fucking double-page spreads are just
I've seen a bunch of them.
Page spreads.
The thing with Dandadan is it starts a little bit lower key, like in comparison, animation-wise.
Right.
But, like, give them 2 seasons and they're going to be in the weeds.
Because, like, even this, that's the serious punch in season 1 when he clears the clouds of the sky. I'm looking for a specific one because in the newest arc, someone does an attack that cuts part of. Oh, that's the series. That's what I was actually talking about. That there. And then like Psychos is also crazy. The Psychos versus Tatsumaki fight is just there's just no way you can do that fight fucking justice.
Jesus.
They cut a huge chunk of the planet, like right off, like a disc of the planet, like or like this shit. Oh no, that's not what I thought it was. I'm not finding it. Let me just target search it.
Thank God Dandadan has empty space.
Planet. I'm just gonna put planet slice. See if that pops up. Oh yeah, right here.
Jesus.
See, they're like a huge. It's like a peel. Like you peeled an apple. Like, how do you animate that and add, do justice to that art, that panel, right there? Oh, that is the attack. That's the attack.
That's what we're with Dandadan, because I think of the panel with our favorite panel, the one with the ghosts covering the planet and all the ships coming in.
Yeah, the one where it's like 4 double page and full page spreads in a row.
Or when you first see the sandworm and it's fucking enormous.
And then stuff like this.
Like, don't make the sandworm out of CGI, please. Please don't.
CGI, yeah.
That would ruin it.
But then at the same time, you can't take 6 months to fucking animate a 45-second fight like Attack on Titan's Levi versus the Beast Titan. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So it makes sense. But if anything,
I'd rather them not adapt it if they're gonna CGI the sandworm with some like jank ass CGI.
I think that One Punch Man will start returning now that Mob Psycho ended. Because
someone has the rights to it. We just don't know who.
Yeah.
Season 3 is confirmed. We just never heard a real studio announcement. There's a fake announcement that it was Mappa, but that hasn't been confirmed.
Honestly, I don't want it to be Mappa.
I don't want it to be Mappa. Mappa needs to drop some of their properties, honestly. I saw a post with the Maki thing in the Dagon fight. I think their caption was, with them having Chainsaw Man and JJK, they're invoking both the overwork curse and devil.
But what I think Mappa needs to do, because I don't know the inner workings of how that company works, right? They need certain teams that work on certain projects.
And if they don't have enough of those people, they need to onboard more.
That's what I'm saying. So, have like a JJK team. Well, it doesn't matter for Attack on Titan because Attack on Titan is next week. So, next podcast we'll be talking. I'll be talking about Attack on Titan.
Yeah, you'll be talking about Attack.
Because next Saturday is the last episode. It comes out.
I'm still on
November 5th.
Right when Annie got out of the crystal.
Yeah. Well, that's actually not that far away.
It's not that bad, yeah.
No.
My partner has no interest in watching it. I might even go on alone.
So, because Attack on Titan's done, so Mappa will be finished with that big project. But they still have JJK,
Hell's Paradise,
and Chainsaw Man.
And Vinland Saga.
Yeah. So, that's four titles. There's 4 seasons. So, have 4 different teams. And just, you could cycle. So, you could have, if Mappa wanted to, they could have one of those 4 in each core. And then it'd be like, so you'd have JJK every winter season or whatever.
And honestly, Hell's Paradise and Chainsaw Man aren't going to be much longer.
Now, granted,
well, Chainsaw Man can be now that part 2 exists.
You might want to take more time than that, because you wouldn't be able to put out like another season of JJK. You could probably do like next fall. There's a lot of work.
Yeah,
but there's enough
Chainsaw Man.
There's enough story to where JJK will probably be finished well before next season comes out. I just don't see it. Because the next...
It better be with all that talk about, it's ending soon, it'll be ending before the end of the year. Because which was a lie, though.
The next anime arc after Shibuya is the Cullen Games.
Which they won't be able to cover in one season. No way.
There's too much of that.
Yeah, they have to go get Hakurei first. They have to... Yeah, there's no...
Then they go to the Cullen Games.
Yeah.
Meet up, do a bunch of meetup stuff. Forgot about that, because Hakurei just fucking comes out of that fucking closet thing and just beats the shit out of everybody.
Yeah. So there's that whole thing getting there, and then it'll be all the fights. I can't wait for you. Oh, actually, but even before that, Yuta trying to fight Yuji. I think trying. Sorry, I think Yuta no diffing Yuji.
Because I think that's how season 2 is going to end. Is Yuta saying,
"I will kill Yuji Itadori."
Yeah, I think that's how it's going to end.
I hope to God, man, it's the perfect end. Let me see my boy.
Hey, you saw a still shot of him.
I can't wait to see him in the Sendai fight. That better be Sakuga heaven.
Especially because all of those titles, except for Vinland, because Vinland Saga's monthly release, and from what I've heard or gathered, it's in its final arc. Or
it should be further along.
The author wants to end it soon. And Chainsaw Man, they could do, based on the pacing of season 1, they could do like 3 more seasons for part 1 itself before they even get to part 2. So none of their big titles are anywhere close to even considering catching up to the mangas.
Hell's Paradise won't take much longer to finish, though.
2 seasons at max.
I'm
They
kind of wondering how they're gonna.
They blew through the first one. I was surprised on how.
I'm surprised we saw Shugen. To be honest, as happy as I am to see him, I'm surprised we saw him.
For real.
I'm surprised we saw a Tenzin die already. Like.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, because it was the very end, but yeah. So at that pace, I almost feel like they could do it in another season. I don't want them to, but two, break it into 2, please.
Yeah, I think that of the what they called like the dark trio or whatever,
and of the Mappa handful,
I think that House Paradise definitely got the least amount of love.
Sure did.
On the aspect of like JJK and Chainsaw Man were huge.
Yeah.
Hugely talked about, but I didn't see many people hyping up
even just
House Paradise.
The way it looked, like
episode 1 was dope.
Well, Hell's Paradise looked great. I'm saying like Chainsaw Man looked leagues better. JJK at its best looks leagues better. At its best. I think JJK at its worst is what Hell's Paradise looks like.
I still think JJK is the best of the 3. I mean, there was the Aki scene was cool, and there's some like still shots
or quick moments. Kobeni fucking blasting Katana Man.
Yeah, I still think the JJK fights are just way better animated than Chainsaw Man was.
Okay, there's just some scenes where I'm like, like with Himeno sacrificing herself to the ghost devil is just so nice looking. All the ghost hands coming out, and the way the snake comes in and just gone. Really just the Katana Man parts. The Katana Man chunk of the...
funny because he's in it right now in the manga.
Yeah.
But
Chainsaw Man has yet to have its best fight.
Yeah, I mean, the season that
Reze fight's gonna go hard.
Yeah,
in the right hands. It's still.
But I mean, there's so much more cooler things in part 1 that weren't in season 1 of the episode.
Like,
I mean, the anime.
Which actually is part of the Reze fight. Now that I think about it, Chainsaw Man riding a shark into a typhoon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Fucking wild.
I forgot until I was like looking into Reze again that the Typhoon Devil just joins that fight too. I was like shit talking him for so long because that first scene you meet him is when Rize's just like down talking him.
I need to finish the last stuff. I just need to reread of Chainsaw Man Part 1.
The Makima fight.
How long is Part 1? How many chapters?
I want to say like 140. It's really short.
So does that mean that Part 2? Well, no, because Part 2...
I've seen a lot of people suggesting Part 2 might be ending. And I sure hope not.
Is Part 2 listed as a different...
No.
Yeah, because it's only 145 chapters.
Oh, wow. I'm just wrong.
I was going to say, because there's not that many in Chainsaw Man in general.
I can actually find it. I could find the exact...
I could too. 97. Bet you any money it's 97, because that's where I read Chainsaw Man on the app, Part 1. I mean, on the web browser, Part 1.
My bet's 103. Yep. Oh.
Because 97 is... Yeah, there's... Yeah.
Yeah, no.
There's Nayuta right there at the end. So...
Yep, end of Part 1, Public Safety Arc, 97.
I was right.
Yep.
Perfect marker, because that's when it took me a while to get onto that train too of...
So good.
I think because you were on my case to read that for so long.
I was on yours and another friend's. I was just telling everybody, I'm like, go read Chainsaw Man.
Well, Part 1, you got all 4 of us to read it.
Yeah. Well, 3 of us. I don't think...
I thought she did read it.
I don't think so.
But when Part 2 came out, I think I ended up having like 12 chapters to read when I finally
that took a while.
I don't know what it was. No,
I know what it was. I think it was the Don't Come to School Tomorrow.
No, it was the fact that the first fucking chapter was like 60 pages long, and I was like, I don't have the time for this.
Stopped you. I was thinking
stopped me, but then it just kept building up and building up.
I think you started when I started geeking at God, I forgot her name, but that girl that was like, "Don't come to school tomorrow."
Oh yeah,
I think
it sucks too because when I did catch up, Denji still wasn't in the story. But you were loving it anyway. You're like, Denji, stay away.
I still want more Asa. Let's get back to some more Asa.
Yes, let's get back to Yoshida cutting Asa's arm off.
Yes, please. Oh, I've been seeing edits of Yoshida in the afterlife being like, it was great. And she was still holding back, too. It's the Gojo thing. I'm dying. You sons of bitches. Don't do that to him, Shida. That Asami Taka. I was so pissed.
His stocks are up for the first time.
Like punching air.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious.
I was dying. Leave him, Shida, alone. God, Shida. Solo sweeping devils.
Oh, man. Can't escape the fraud allegations.
No. We're going to find out hopefully tomorrow.
Maybe, unless it stays on whatever's happening with the Flame Devil.
I sure fucking hope not. Let's just show me what's going on with Yoshida. It's a great time to transition back to that side of what's going on. Oh, damn it. Now I think I'm on chapter 97.
I've been saying how I was wanting to read the manga of Undead Unluck, so that'd be head anime.
Yeah.
The first maybe 5 minutes of next episode will be catching up to the where
what number is that episode?
I'm only like 11, 12 chapters into.
Yeah, no, I figured. I thought it was gonna be like episode 3,
4, 5.
Ah, damn.
It's close. Definitely close, and I was just like, oh boy.
I see one more good push, and I'm gonna finish Shojo X.
Is it like as in catch up or finish?
Oh, catch up.
I was gonna say that's over already?
No. It's so hard to tell how many I am away because there's like 0.1s and 0.2s in here, and they're real chapters for Chojin.
The 0.1s are real chapters?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, I'm on a 0.1 right now. It's 22 pages.
Oh, wow. Okay. What is the 0.1? Like, is it just like side story type stuff?
I actually think it's him denoting arcs, because it even says part 1. Summer on Beast Island, part 1. So I'm wondering if they're just... Then again, there's only 0.1, 0.2, and then it goes to chapter 27, so I don't know. But then up here, it goes to 30.1, 30.2, 31.1, 31.2, 32.1, 32.2, 34.4, 41.5.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing, Sui Ishida? But it's been fire. You saw the pictures I sent you.
Yes, I have.
I want to keep it relatively spoiler light, so I just kind of left the out of context, cool looking ones.
I'm here for it.
It's fucking boss. I would love to. I mean, I'm not going to do it in 1 week, but if I can, in 2 weeks, I would love to catch up in Chojin X and catch back up in Gachiakuta again. And then give loving eyes to Blue Lock, because I think it's about time to catch up to Blue Lock again.
How about reading that one shot I sent you?
I already did.
Nah.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Uh-huh.
I messaged you this morning and you said no.
Yeah, and then I read it later.
Oh, nice.
I wasn't going to say shit because you didn't read Sakamoto.
I didn't.
I actually was planning to not read it on principle. To be honest with you, that's why. That's when I said nope with a smiley face. I had a smiley face because it was intentional. No, I did not forget. I thought about it a lot.
What'd you think of that? Just curveball things of that.
It's something that I saw coming early, and then they finally got me off of it somewhere in the middle, and then they hit me with it. I'm like, yes.
It's just because I found a I don't even think I've subscribed to him like an asshole, but there was a guy, a YouTube Shorts guy that just did a bunch of like.
Oh, I think I closed the tab already too. Damn it!
Just shorts of like, oh, here's this here's this manga, go read it. Here's this manga, go read it. And that was like one of them, and it said it was a one shot. And you gave the basic premise of it without giving away any spoilers, and then the comment section was like wowing out about it. So it was like, it's a one shot, so I'm gonna read it. So I read it on that lunch, and I was like, wow, this was a crazy ride.
For reference, yes. I'm gonna really try here.
The name is so hard.
The manga is called. Sorry, I gotta mentally prepare myself. Oh my god, that last word.
I think there's
Machigatte Ita no wa Oredattanda.
I think that there was a translation for it, to be honest with you, somewhere.
I was wrong. It's like, how is all of that I was wrong? No!
There's no way.
It says I was wrong one shot. And the first page says I was wrong. Oh, here we go. Agent of Change. I was wrong, Agent of Change. It was on the cover page for the manga.
Oh, okay. I was trying to find it. Oh, wait, I just found it, yeah. Yeah, that's You did way better at trying to pronounce that than I would.
Yeah, that last word's doozy.
It's just a yandere.
Yeah, yandere. It was good though.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like a...
I still wish I chose not to read it off principle. Coming at me being like, I read a one-shot and found a bunch of manga recommendations when you can't read the thing you even today say you can fit in somewhere.
I meant to read it today too, actually.
You.
Well, no, I was going to when I got home, but because I read Kaiju No. 8 today.
Oh, I read that shit the moment it came out. That's why I was like, I should have told you right away because I was hyped reading that shit. I was
hyped today when I read it, and then I read, obviously Dandadan comes out today, so I read that today.
Another thing, I just wiggling in the couch, just reading Dandadan.
But I bought...
Dying to tell my partner a bunch of shit he would never understand.
I bought Spiderman yesterday.
Yes.
And what I'm trying to do was, I mean, the experience has slowed down a little bit, but I was hoping to gain a level a day in Diablo to get to 100, but the experience gain has diminished, and my chances of clearing said Nightmare Dungeon has also diminished, because now I'm trying to fight like a level 101 enemies and stuff, so there's a lot of how did I just die?
Feel free to take a bit of a break. I'll catch up to you. We fight Duriel again. Because I have enough mats to summon Duriel.
I'm fucking touching Duriel until I'm level 100.
I just want to kill him before 100 so I have something to use the uniques on. It kills me to get the best loot in the game at the end of the game.
Yeah.
If it's like 98, I want to try to kill Duriel there.
But then, okay, you beat Uriel, what's the point of getting those extra 2 levels? What else are you going to go fight?
Lilith. I haven't fought Uber Lilith.
Alright, then you get to 100, you fight Duriel, then you go fight Uber Lilith.
No.
I'm also mad that I'm level 97 right now, and I still haven't gotten a single item power 900 or higher.
Really? I've actually gotten it.
I have. The closest one
Not the cap, but I got 900.
Was the closest one I have was today. I had an 879 that I've got. And it was still worse than what I had on, so I was like...
Yeah, my 900 wasn't very good either. It was like, I had 2 stats I didn't like, so it was immediate trash.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'm still getting, like, average, like, 800 range.
You know why?
Why?
Let me whisper you a little secret. The best gear comes from Helltide.
Fuck Helltide.
To get ready for some shit gear.
Which is stupid because Nightmare Dungeons is the designated place to farm. So why would Helltide give you the best armor?
I can kind of see it.
Because it
got
also
the
gives
target
you
farming chests.
It also gives you the least selection of armor. Helltide. You get a chest and like 2 items drop out of it.
That's all. That part is absolutely true.
All the rest of it.
We said selection. I'm like, well, the selection's there. It's like I want an amulet. I can go get amulet. But yields, yes. And because you open a Helltide chest and it like gives you like a little spurt,
Yeah, and because the gear you're getting from killing it's overworld enemies. That gear is fucking trash. I don't even pick it up.
I do, because
I mean I do
mats,
too.
yeah.
But you know,
I've been doing a lot of re-rolling and.
I haven't because I don't have any upgrades. I'm closing in on 100 million. Gold.
My God. What's gold's not even my problem anymore. I'm running out of those fucking veiled crystals like no tomorrow.
Are those the purple and blue ones?
The gold ones.
Because I'm now low on something else that I'd never been low before. I'm low on the ones you get from breaking down legendary items. It's like a blue diamond shaped kind of looking thing. It's like blue, green, and like pinkish.
Yeah, the problem with that is different legendaries can give you different mats. Like the jewelry gives you a different mat than armor does. It's like yeah. But health.
So today I was going to log in. I failed the Nightmare Dungeon, so I did another one. Got a Paragon point, but I was looking, I was like, I'm not even halfway through this level yet. I still want to play a little bit of Spider-Man before the podcast. So I played some Spider-Man, and what my plan was in that time frame of playing those 2 games was to read some Sakamoto. Was the 2 games.
They just cram some Sakamoto inside 2 video games.
Whatever.
Square peg in a filled hole.
Well, no, we just like not play the game.
It's like a brick in a brick.
Sakamoto instead.
I was like,
not in between. Like
I thought you were gonna
Diablo,
be like, start playing Spider-Man. Oh, I'll put it down. It's manga time because this is some fantasy dream world that would never exist.
No, as in skip the video games, read Sakamoto. But
that's a more reasonable reality.
But I ended up just sitting down and pressing that magic button on the controller to turn on the system.
They'd be hitting another cue for dueling me.
And getting sucked into the black hole that is the gaming world.
It's true, it's true.
I'm fucked, though. I shouldn't have gotten Spider-Man.
No?
No, because now I'm too busy. Because I'm still playing Diablo.
I can't wait to hear you say you didn't read more Sakamoto next week.
Because I got I'm trying.
It's gonna be the light of my life.
I got Diablo again because they fixed experience, so it's worth me playing now. I just bought Spider-Man, and 14's patch is tomorrow. 14's doing a new patch tomorrow. Yep. So I'm like, well, shit.
If I catch up to Trojan X and Gachiakuta before you read more Sakamoto, I'm just gonna go catch up to Sakamoto.
Hey, first off, aside from your weeklies, you don't read much else either.
Trojan X. Gachiakuta.
No, bullshit.
I'm not weekly anymore than that. I'm like 10 chapters behind at least.
That's nothing. I mean, like...
No, it's the amount of Sakamoto you have to read. It's less to churn.
Do it for do it for the memes. I do it for the memes.
I read your one shot and read more Trojan since last week. Don't tell me about extra reading.
I read more Citrus. Yeah, I did. I even went back, like, I didn't remember where I was. I was almost tempted to reread from the beginning of Citrus Plus, which is like part 2.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't doing that. So I just clicked a random chapter and was like, I'm going to
Let's
start
go.
from here and go. There's only like 3 reread chapters and then on. I'm not caught up again though, but I have a tab open for it along with a few other new manga that will
We're just getting Sakamoto now.
I'll read it.
I don't believe you.
Well, nothing's happening tomorrow for me. I'll read Chainsaw Man maybe, but
no, we'll be reading Chainsaw Man. Let's be real.
Well, no.
Last week you texted me to read Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, well, if I read it at work, then I'll read it. If I don't, I'm probably not, because I'm leaving work early tomorrow to go do. I'm going trick or treating 3 times tomorrow.
That's blows. That blows hard.
Because my son's daycare does it in the plaza that they're in. There's a bunch of like restaurants and other stores. So each one. So I'm leaving work early because my wife works at the daycare, so she can't walk around with him. So the parents come walk around the plaza and go trick or treating with all the stores and shit. So I'll do that with him. Then we come home. Then I'm gonna text my sister because her husband and her kids do trick or treating around wherever they go, but they go early in the day, so they go at like 5.
So you're going with them,
and then I'll be going with the in-laws later at like 7.
Everyone needs a piece of that trick or treat.
I know, and I'm just sitting here like I'm gonna get, I'm gonna be the one eating this candy.
You're also gonna be the one that's like a mummified husk by the end of the day. Like,
Oh, and if you want to count a 4th one, I'm not actually going, but at my work is the same thing because where I work, there's a daycare across the street. So they do the same thing, but theirs is in the morning. So I bought candy to hand candy out to the kids of that daycare while at my work during the day. So maybe count that one as a fourth.
Yeah.
But just handing out candy instead of going to get candy. But yeah.
There's a second in there I realized I'm glad I'd never met that challenge I set for myself, because I'd be yelling at you every week to read Blue Lock.
Well, that one I'd feel a little bit more obligated, but you cleared like 1.5 of 3 challenges you set for yourself.
At least in the time frame. Now I'm like 2.5.
Well, because I don't remember what the third one is, to be honest with you.
Kaguya-sama.
No, that was the one I remembered. But now I do remember, because you said finish Skypiea, I think was one of them, right? Because you did do that.
Yeah, finish Skypiea.
Bleach.
Yeah.
Season 1.
Vinland Saga.
No, it was Kaguya-sama.
No, I said Vinland Saga. I think it was Vinland Saga. I don't even think Skypiea was part of it. I think it was Vinland Saga, Kaguya-sama,
and Bleach.
And I said Vinland Saga Season 1. It's just so good that just kept going.
Vinland Saga Season 1 is just so good, and Season 2 is awesome.
So I'm 2.5. I just have to finish Kaguya-sama.
Well, you don't have to finish it, because I haven't even finished it.
Finish the first season. That was the part of it that...
It's so funny.
There's sometimes I would go to put it on in the background, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to put it on in the background. I said I would watch these things. Actually watch these things.
I haven't found... Actually, I fucking lied. Fuck, what is that anime called? I was about to say I haven't, I hadn't watched a comedy that had me laughing that hard since we watched fucking... Angel Beats. But there's another one because I was out for Kaguya-sama. But no, there's one on fucking... Blue Protocol? No, that's the fucking shit MMO.
Whoa, this is like a loot box of topics. Whoa.
No, it's not that. It's... Fuck. I swear Blue's in the title. Blue? No, it's not. It's an anime. It's an older anime. It's something about fucking scuba diving. But all they do is fucking drink alcohol and get fucking naked. I have no clue what this is. You have zero idea. There's no way. What is it called? I wouldn't know. It's on Amazon Prime Video. Fuck. It's
under the sea.
Fucking hilarious, though. It is so funny. I'm gonna remember it later time. I'm just gonna send you fucking YouTube clips of it. You're gonna just... it's just great. I could not control it. Like, when you laugh and your sides hurt.
Yeah.
It was one of those. I was like, this is amazing.
What you're saying is I need to finish Kaguya-sama so that you're obligated to Blue Lock.
Maybe.
It is peak right after where you left off to in the anime. It's so peak.
It's obviously not that peak enough to where you're not reading it currently.
Again, I finished a whole game.
No,
I won't lie, it is still painful weekly. If you ever caught up to me, I would still take it arc by arc with you on this podcast. We'd have like a half-hour stretch of just how did this Blue Lock game go?
See, because my worry of it is because once the hype fell down of Blue Lock, I would reminisce on it, but there's a lot of weird build-up for those 2 quick goal shot each episode.
I think it's so much better as a manga because you're just boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas any kind of talking or character building in an anime, it's
yeah, watching the clock.
Plus, how much better the art is than versus the animation. The art in Blue Lock is so slapping.
Yeah, he was showing me hella screenshots.
Every single time I saw them fumble something, I'm like, no, this is what it looks like. But look at that Nagi kick.
First off, I think I need it. You'd get so mad. I was about to show you my notes of the manga and stuff under ongoing /weekly of what I'm reading. At the very bottom of it Sakamoto days.
At least, yeah, it's a lie, but I put Chojin in my weekly, and I'm not caught up yet, so I'm not going to harp on you too hard for that.
I also have Black Clover in my current reading, and that's also a lie.
That is also a lie.
But it's in there.
To be fair, it's like the last thing I want you to read, probably on that entire screen.
Yeah, because see, my list of need and want to read is just getting bigger and bigger.
I just picked like a quick simple thing.
That's literally the one I've like my go-to mental
image. I just wanted to go to like the first thing I could see that I knew wouldn't be a spoiler. Again, as much as I stopped, the last match I watched was also fucking peak. I can't even talk about why, because I don't want to give away the premise of this current selection arc. But it's a big switch up, though. It's a ginormous switch up in the structure of how they do it.
On the biggest of plus sides towards me reading manga, the next video game to come out for me is February.
That is good.
And that's 7
Also,
remaining.
sir, my weekly ongoing list.
Nice.
Right? It's also very thick.
A thick boy.
Notice I cleaned up my need to catch up section. It's just like 2 now.
Yeah.
Sadly, my currently reading is getting a little too big. My catching up section.
Yeah. Well, my catch up, Unordinary Man makes me angry reading that, where I was left off.
I think about Tower of God a lot. This whole week after you sent me that manga recommendation, I was like, oh man, wouldn't it be funny? Instead of reading his fucking one shot, I catch up to Tower of God before him right fucking now.
I would be so
and just spoil fucking no.
Because it'd be the first time that you'd be ahead of me in Tower of God.
I was thinking of it a lot. I was like, oh, it'd be so fucking funny.
Dude, still to this day, I think your crowning achievement of reading is the amount of what you read for Tower of God.
I don't know about that. I think that Blue Lock binge was insane.
Yes, but
it was pretty fucking nuts.
Not 300 chapters of Tower of God insane, though.
What chapter did the Bastard Munchin match start?
I found this on the web.
200 chapters at least.
Oh, okay.
221 is when the last match started. And that's around where I
Jesus,
caught up.
Blue Lock's fucking long.
Yeah, dude.
But I was on you because I remember.
But you're right. That was the next one before it. But that Blue Lock binge was hard. That was 2 weeks max.
Because if I go back to Tower of God, I need to go back 10 chapters.
I also need to go back
and go forward from there.
I think I'm going to watch the entire end of season 2 fight again, is what my plan is. That whole situation.
That was good shit, too.
That was good shit. And it has my favorite screenshot of the entire series, which is Rachel calling Dorsey a bitch for trapping her.
Oh, she's leaving her behind.
Dorsey, you goddamn bitch. As if she owes you anything.
I hate Rachel so much, and I hate the fact that at the end of that, she got some fucking bullshit power up from something, too. Again, a second one, because she has that invisible thing from the last one. So now she has 2 power-ups to make this bitch relevant. Again.
A huge power scaling. Not scaling, just...
The power ceiling in Tower of God is an issue because Bam gets
power creep. That's it.
Power
creep is insane in Tower of God. Every time they do something, they have to get stronger.
Yeah, and then Bam just gets exponentially more powerful each time, leaving behind his compatriots.
I think my slight problem with Tower of God is he's not getting more powerful in interesting ways. He's just
the
same thing stronger now.
Well, also too, it's he's getting all this super powerful, but it's look how much further he needs to go too. When you look at the other Fuck, what are they called?
Oh Lord, if I fucking know. I know what you're saying though.
The other
the
people
leader
like
dudes.
like the people. No, the people like him that the. I don't want to say unordinary. Whatever he was, he wasn't the invited people. He came in. I forget the word they used for it.
Yeah.
But
Irregular.
Irregular, yes. The other irregulars. The shit that they do. Like, I forget his name. The badass dude.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'll use like one pinky's worth and just like folded his pinky. And then
or the other guy that left an entire floor.
Yeah, that guy.
Covered in like an ocean of blood and guts.
Yeah, because he killed the administrator on
the
floor. The deep lore of Tower of God is so interesting to me too. Like,
I'm interested to see how consistent it stays, because I'm wondering if it's going to be like the power problem is going to be reflected in the lore as well. Yeah. Where I left off, I was kind of starting to feel it, but I want to catch up still.
So do I.
Kun is amazing enough for me to catch up for him alone.
I like Bam too.
I like Bam.
Yeah.
But Kun's better.
He's a better character, yeah.
He's amazing. The verbal whipping he gave Rachel in that little 1v1 game they played.
Oh, and then when Bam did it too, when Bam finally shut Rachel down for her bully, I was like, and he's like, if I see you again, I will kill you.
That's the thing. I liked all the train plot stuff.
You know what I hate about the train plot shit is that White is still relevant. Why is this motherfucker still alive?
There's a lot of time spent building him up too.
Well, where I am now, he just did some sketchy shit behind the scenes to get more power, and now he's coming after Bam again. And I'm just sitting here like,
you're a Looney Tunes villain to me now.
It's like, why are you still around? Like, I get it, you are a powerful asset in the fight at the end of season 2, but still, man. Oh, I don't know. Tower of God's good though.
I'm gonna finish Kaguya.
I don't remember anyone's name other than the 3 people I mentioned, by the way. Oh, and Androzy. Androzy?
Yes. Rock, Kun.
Oh, Rock!
Bam.
I love
and
Rock!
Dorsey, Rachel, Jihad.
Oh, well, yeah, Jihad. The problem is that there's a lot of, because it's Korean, so there's a lot of Korean names too.
I feel like I should at least have one more. No. I don't remember Guide Chick's name either.
There's so many.
The red-haired girl.
So many characters.
Too many characters.
I think I just need to restart season 3 entirely, to be honest with you. But I'm like,
I might just restart season 2 entirely too. There's the blonde kid, Jihad's son.
Season 2 is.
I should start from where Kun finds Bam again.
Okay, because I was going to say, season 2 starts where the anime left off.
A jovial grace.
Yes. Yeah. And season 3 is still in this double digits of chapters, even today. The last I checked. So, like, season 2 is like 400 chapters.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
No. But.
I think we got to cut there.
Yes.
Read Sakamoto, damn it.
But what about these other one-shots and these new mangas that I found?
Read Sakamoto and then Blue Lock. Put Sakamoto first, maybe. Read either.
Just need to hit the lotto, retire, and just only read manga all day, every day. And then maybe I'll catch up 6 years from now to everything. But...
It's the Dukes of Weebdom. Kagura and our Bachis.
Not reading Sakamoto.
Welcome to the Not Reading Sakamoto podcast. How is Not Reading Sakamoto this week?
37 episodes of not reading... 36 episodes of Not Reading Sakamoto, because one episode of...
We had to switch it up once.
Oh, we had to switch it up once. That's right.
Peace.
Take care, y'all.